Do you have a 2017 Ford Escape that runs super rough and dies after you fill up with gas? Because we sure do currently. This is the Standard Motor Products STD-CP892 vapor canister purge valve and solenoid. I had a video a little bit ago of using the Harbor Freight OBD code reader, OBD2 code reader, and was surprised by what I found, that I had some other issues going on. Thought it was a gas valve cap at first, did some more digging, and it implies that this might be my problem, that the purge valve or the solenoid or both is bad on the Escape. Sorry for the awkward camera work, I have this balanced. And so it's not able to purge the vapors from the canister when you start the engine. You can buy the actual valve. I believe it's either this one. I think it's this one. You can buy this by itself, but as you can see here, the tubing almost looks like it's shrink wrapped on, and I'm not about to try to undo that and put a new one on, so I bought the entire unit here. In a little bit we'll go out once it's nice outside, and I'll actually film installing this, but I want to show you all in the box the pieces here. I did elect for the one that replaced all the hoses as well. This is from Rock Auto. I bought some other stuff from them in the past. It's worked out pretty well. But this is what you get out of the box. Just these, shipped just like this. Just loose in the box like that. Looks pretty stable though, pretty steady. And like I said, I believe this is what our problem is right here. So we're gonna hop outside when it gets nice outside, and we'll film replacing this. Alright, we're back out here in a new day. Nice, bright and sunny. And work out here on the Escape real quick. I'm going to try this afternoon. It's about 4 p.m. Hopefully we can do this quick. Famous last words, right? So I've laid out the new one on top. Make sure all fits and everything. Looks like it does. One down there, over here. This is going to be the hardest one because this hose runs back. You can sort of see, I trace my hands all the way back. Well, way back there, you have to believe me. So what I'm going to do, I got a couple things. Like I said, it's already 4 p.m. so I'm going to try two things real quick. One is we're going to try one of these easy ones right on top. Maybe this one. Or, well, that one, I guess. And we'll see how easy and or hard it is, just to give us an idea if I can pull this off this evening, or if this needs to wait until I have a full day to work on this. And then if that goes well, we're going to go for it. And I've seen some other videos where they say to at least disconnect these two screws here so we can move it just a little bit, reach your hand back there better. And kind of the point of that is I'm not going to be able to see back there. That is way back in there. So if I can see what I'm trying to do up here, or maybe the one right there, this one right there, you have to believe me, I don't know if the green will show up in the camera, but then I'll have an idea what I'm doing and it should go a little bit easier. So hang tight and we'll give it a shot. Let's get going. I got a screwdriver here for this. I loosened it for a second. I don't want to start there, but this is going to be too difficult. So I have a pick and a screwdriver. There's a little snap ring in here, right there. I'm going to try to pop off, pull out a little bit. To be honest, I'm not sure how far out this needs to go. We're going to find out. Yes, I think it does. problem is it uses a different style than this one does. There we go. Yep, alright, so you push in and lift up. That's simple enough. We'll snap it back down. So it looks like the rest of this is just a system. Distribution. So maybe what I'll do instead is just replace this part. Oh, I can't, can I? No, I can't. Because hopefully you can see there, the tube is vacuumed over that barb. Yeah. Alright, let's get rolling. Right now is this hose is held on by a clamp. Luckily it's removable, but it's still going to be a pain, it looks like. I really need both hands to get back there, but I don't think it's going to work. Going to be super careful with this brake reservoir too. I don't want to damage that. We're going to have fluid everywhere. I guess I'm going to get a screwdriver and we'll try this again. There we go. And we are out of that. So I'd be asking yourself, why would you start with the hardest one? And my answer to that is because that way it should all be easy from there. Should be. Well, as luck would have it, I got it to work with the camera off. I'll pull the thing out here and I'll show everybody what I did. But since the hard part is done, hopefully the hard part, I keep saying, if I had wood out here I'd knock on it. We're gonna go ahead and keep pulling this out. Where should we go next? I think this all have to come out one big unit, it looks like. I wonder if I can pull this. No, I can't. Yeah, I have to pull this out individually, it looks like, so we'll go ahead and start pulling this stuff. Let's go down here. So I believe this one down here, I don't know if it's visible or not, has the same deal as that retainer. I'm gonna try to pop that off. Yeah, it's just being blocked by this wire harness. I would say be careful not to drop that. I was real nervous about dropping that one. My new problem is I can't really feel the snap for that. There it is. Nope, we got it. There we go. Let's grab this one next. There's no, there is a retainer on this. No, it's not. That's right. I just did this one to start with. Go. Alright. Now we've got these two in the back to worry about. And they both have retainers, I can see. We'll grab this red one real quick. I've been finding that you can push down and then back up. It helps break away whatever gunk there might be sitting in there. So it looks like I need to cut this zip tie. Just pop this one out of this. I don't know if we're going to reuse these stands. It looks like we're good to go, so let's pull this out. I gotta cut that zip tie too. And let me get the wire cutters. New gloves. Already got myself. So I was thinking about it, I think these studs actually, I have new ones of. We'll see here in a second. My hands might be just too sweaty to do this. Alright, let's see how this lines up. See if we even need to save these zip ties. Nope, we sure don't. They have their own studs. So we're going to go ahead and pull these out. Alright, now we should be able to pull all of this stuff out. And try not to contaminate the openness, the open holes anywhere. There's that. Here are these. There's that one. Put these upside down. So this has shown me already that's going to be kind of tricky to feed the new one in. So at least right now I'm not too terribly concerned about it, but I should be. Alright, so I like to start the opposite. Oh, I need that bracket. Alright. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is clip this on first. This one doesn't have that bracket like the other one did. This has two pinch points. I need it to end up like this. Excellent, I hope. All right, and now you have to trust me because I won't be able to see this either. There was a snap. Clip and clip. We are secured, and then we'll feed this one through. I don't know which way is best. I think we're going to start back here. Yeah, we'll start back here again. Try not to get the orifices dirty. Snap and snap. Well, let's do this first. Fed in front, as I remember. Snap, snap, and feed this under this like it was. So just a tad and snap. All right. Now we need to clean this up a little bit. Might be ready to roll. All right, I think we did it. I'm gonna put this back on. And I think we might run inside the car and see if I can fire it up. Now the interesting part about that is the problem with the car is after you get gas. So I don't know if we'll have the same issues or not. As long as it starts and there's no flashing check engine lights, we'll be off to a good start. I'll leave this off for right now. We'll give it a shot. Make sure everything's plugged in. Yep. We'll get these things out of the way just so they don't fall in case something weird happens. And we'll hop in the car. Alright, now we're inside the car. I'm gonna crack the window actually just so we can hear. You're gonna hear a lot of kids' noise, a lot of the neighbors are out. And we'll see if it starts. Try to wait for the radio on. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're still seeming okay. I'll get the code reader real quick and we'll see what we get. Alright, we got the code reader. See the cat here maybe. Not really sure if you can tell it or not. We'll plug this in. Try to find the OBD plug. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Found it. Alright, got a reader. There's our plug. It lit up. Turn it to on. We got the beep and roll up the windows to avoid the kid noise. A little bit. Alright, we got 7 codes. 1450, unable to bleed up fuel tank vacuum. 2, crankcase pressure circuit sensor range performance. Let's see, that was... Okay, 3 is crankcase pressure senses pending. 4, unable to bleed up pending. 5, permanent evap leak. 6, unable to bleed up, that's permanent. 7, crankcase, permanent. Alright, I'm going to unplug this. Turn this car off. We'll unplug the reader. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Start it, I mean. We'll plug this in. Alright, so I do not have a light there anymore. I don't know if you guys can see that. My check engine light is off. It feels pretty solid, and yeah, we got permanent, permanent, permanent. All right, so I think for the time being, at least until we get gas, I think we're done. This car does need an oil change, so I do need to do that. We'll take that over unlimited Valvoline tire discounters. But right now, let's run out here and put this cover back on. All right, so we're gonna put this back on. It's just a little foam cover that goes on top. There's a few studs here for it, and the back one is pretty tricky. Slide this back. Let's go just a little bit more. I figure out the other one, the thing is. Oh, there we go. And that's all she wrote for now. We'll fill up with gas and see how it goes. Alright, we got gas. Here's the real moment of truth. Either this is where the video is going to end and we're going to say it's a success, or it's a to be continued. We'll see. This is where the problem really is. We don't have any other issues before or otherwise, but the real problem here is after you get gas, the car will immediately die and then run really, really rough. You have to floor it, and then it'll eventually idle out on the RPMs. So here we go. So far, normally it would die immediately, so we're off to a fantastic start. Watch those rip'ems. Crack the window, see what we hear. We hear nothing, we'll floor it. Look at that. Well, hopefully this is the last time you'll see this. Actually, not a too bad work to do. A little bit tricky to reach way back there against the firewall. Otherwise, not bad though. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Thanks for watching.